Here's an interesting question. Was the serpent in the Garden of Eden just a harmless garden snake? Did you ever have a children's Bible or a Bible stories book with illustrations? Probably the first story would have been about God creating the heavens and the earth, the stars, the sea, and all the creatures. The next story would depict the creation of the first human beings, Adam and Eve. They would look very happy together along with all the animals in the Garden of Eden. Speaking of happiness, do you know what would make us happy? If you would like our videos, subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends and family. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are updated with all our content. That would really make us happy. Now, back to the storybook. So after the creation stories, the third story would be a dark, gripping, scary tale of the fall of mankind, right? No, of course not. It's a children's book. It probably shows Adam and Eve in the garden talking to a friendly garden snake. I mean, it would look more like a scene out of Jungle Book than anything else. Even as adults, when we think of the scene, the worst we probably think of is a small green snake that talks like a Disney villain. So if that's the case, how did this silly looking garden snake trick Eve into disobeying God? I mean, Adam could have just picked up the snake and twirled it around till it was dizzy and threw it away. Problem solved. So what really happened in the Garden of Eden? To answer this, let's go back to the original text. Now, Genesis chapter 3 starts by introducing our main villain, the serpent. Now, in the RSVCE translation of the Bible, it says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any other wild creature that the Lord God had made." Other translations replace subtle with cunning or clever or crafty, but none of these words give us the impression that the serpent is evil incarnate. But when you consider that until now, God had described everything as good or very good, then it looks like a cunning snake is definitely not something you should take lightly. But who is this serpent really? In Hebrew, the word used here for serpent is nahash. Now, this isn't the only time this word is appeared in the Bible. In Job 26, the word is used to describe a sea monster type of serpent. Again, in Isaiah 27 verse 1, it is used to describe the Leviathan or dragon in the sea. Now, if you're still picturing a simple serpent or a water snake, here's an AI recreation of the Leviathan. It's more like a fire-breathing dragon than just a simple water snake. So, where else does the dragon appear in the scriptures? If we look at the book of Revelation, there are several references to a dragon. The very first reference can be found in chapter 12, which talks about the woman and the dragon. The dragon is described as a great dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 diadems on its head. Here's another AI recreation of what the dragon could have looked like as described in the book of Revelation. The Greek word used here and throughout the book of Revelation is drakon, meaning a dragon, a huge serpent, or Satan. One interesting thing to note is that in ancient Greek, the word drakon comes from the root word to see or properly seeing one. It was used to describe the serpent who could see its prey from far away or when it was in hiding. It shows the subtle and cunning nature of a serpent hunting its prey. This perfectly fits the description of the snake in the Garden of Eden. So, when you look at the Garden of Eden scene in its overall context, we realize that Adam and Eve weren't simply chatting away with the harmless garden snake. They were having an encounter with Satan in the form of Leviathan, a great, terrifying dragon snake. Adam failed to protect and guard Eve against the wiles of the devil. He allowed her to succumb to his lies and failed in his responsibility towards her. He didn't protect the garden and he didn't protect his wife. But of course, Jesus as the new Adam not only defends his bride, the church, but he defeats Satan once and for all. He redeems and restores what was lost at the fall. And it's quite fitting that the story that started with the woman and a snake ends in Revelation with the woman and the dragon. So, what do you think about this? Did Eve try and fail to fight off a powerful enemy in the Garden of Eden? Or was she just gullible? How did you picture the snake in the Garden of Eden? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, let us know by liking and subscribing to our channel. It really helps us a lot. Until next time.